Hi, welcome to Scaredy Cat Adventures. I'm Colette Grace, and this is
I'm Jesse Grace.
my husband. We are starting this adventure of creating a YouTube channel to explain what it is that we're doing. Well, this is an intro video trying to explain why you might be interested in following us, what we're up to, and why we're doing it. So, Let's get started with, where do we live?
Currently, we live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where we have been for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
And last year, we had some transitions in life. I owned a business here locally, ended up selling the business with the goal of moving out west. We've kind of had this dream for a while now, and once I kind of sold the business, it felt like the right time to make that happen. There wasn't going to be a better time.
Yeah.
There wasn't really anything else tying us here necessarily. We don't either of us have family here, and so from that point till now, we've just been working on getting our house ready to sell. We live in a 1927 Craftsman house here in Winston-Salem, this beautiful Moravian built home, and we've been basically, when I sold the business, I just started doing as much work as I could myself, and we've hired people along the way to get us to the point we are right now. But we listed it a couple of months ago, and so we're just kind of in this waiting period to get an offer, and then
well, with the intent, we had intended on moving out west, we thought we wanted to be in the Henderson, Nevada area.
Las Vegas, basically.
Las Vegas, yeah, suburb. After visiting
I have a friend who lives there.
Yeah.
And I visited, and then when he moved out there, we helped him move.
So basically, that wasn't our vibe necessarily, but we don't necessarily know. We loved Arizona, and we realized that we've always had kind of in the back of our mind a desire to be mobile and to kind of go where the wind blows us for a while. And this is the perfect opportunity for that. So we switched gears. Instead of looking for a community to settle into and a life,
a house and jobs
and all that.
Yeah.
We decided how to start exploring what it would look like to make our life mobile. So we have been through the gambit of trying to find travel trailers, trucks, situations where we're going to go motorhome, where we're going to go travel trailer. That whole question is a really big challenge, and that is definitely something we're going to cover through this experience. We are a family. We have 2 kids, 2 girls. They're teenagers. Well, one's a preteen, but
11 and 14.
Yeah. So if this appeals to you at all, where you're like, I want to know, I mean, even if it's in the context of weekend adventures or a week-long adventure, and you want to just maybe do it a little different than amusement parks and the usual vacation scene. What we're trying to do here is have an experience across the country, things you always dream of doing. You're like, we're going to pack that into as long as we want to be on the road. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be adventuring. We're going to find out where we want to be. We're going to take our life with us, but we're going to be getting rid of pretty much everything we own. We're going to live in a travel trailer. We'll be storing some stuff at his parents' house.
Yeah,
and
a few odds and ends.
Yeah.
Things that, heirloom furniture, that kind of stuff.
Stuff you don't want to get rid of.
Yeah, stuff you don't want to get rid of. But everything else is getting sold or given away or whatever. So we're just extremely condensing down.
Which we've always dreamed of doing.
Yes.
We've always dreamed of doing this. This has always been wouldn't it be nice if one day... And this was the year that we're actually following through. And how all of it... We didn't start out on this process with the intention of doing this. It's just slowly crept up on us, and we're like, oh, we're actually going to do this. And it's been really exciting. It's been hard to be patient because you do have to follow through the process. But through that, I hope to share what we have worked through, the process we went through, and the patience and the planning. It's not intense, but it required us to show up for it with intention. And I think that's one of the reasons why we wanted to to start this channel, was to share with people that when you want to take the time to live different, maybe you're afraid or apprehensive, don't know what that looks like, there needs to sometimes be someone who can share their experience of having done it already.
Yeah.
So that's one of the inspirations behind the name Scaredy Cat Adventures. It's like, do it afraid, do it anyway. And we're going to show what that looks like. We're going to show what it looks like to have kids who don't always go with the flow. Kids who have very strong opinions, and what that looks like. How to encourage them to be adventurous when they're also gamers at heart, and encouraging them. I mean, they're up for adventures, but I mean, they're kids, so we want to share that side of the story. We're going to talk about gear, our favorite gear. We're going to talk about different methods of travel, whether you're choosing a Class C motorhome, a travel trailer, compact. We're in a half ton with a compact travel trailer for easy mobility, gas saving because it's our everyday driver, the truck is. So like there's a lot of factors that
a lot of practicality things with just like doing it from like a minimalist standpoint. We're not going all out and buying hundreds of thousands of dollars of truck and camper and all this. Like we're trying to keep it like not I wouldn't say necessarily on a budget, but like definitely for more from like a minimalist mindset.
Yes. Conscious of like just doing everything with intention, not like going top dollar.
But also like not just like the rig setup and like things like that, but places to go, doing things like outside of the norm to like save money, and it's like being able to like showcase that it's still possible to like go out and have like fun and have these adventures and do it like efficiently, yeah, like cost efficiently and things like that. And it's like you don't have to like spend thousands of dollars to like go explore these places and do these things. The biggest thing is just do it, like getting out there and doing it,
being smart.
And so like we want to like show that there's like as little like barrier to entry for this as possible, because it's like we love doing this and it's a passion of ours. So like we always like as a family we just enjoy being outside doing things like that, and so it's like we want to showcase that to other families who are potentially interested in doing it but just don't like necessarily have the know-how or like feel like you're unprepared or like you can't afford it or any of these things. Like we want to, that's kind of one of the goals of this, is just to dispel a lot of those myths about it and just like show that this is that you are capable of doing this, and you more than like should do this, because like
there's awesome places
worth
to
it.
see
There's
in the
so
world.
many cool places in the US that are that need to be explored. So
you have it. It's right there. You might as well use it. Also, I'd like to say that even if travel trailer or motorhome living isn't what you're looking to do and you want to either Airbnb or camp it, we will be exploring those things as well to give you the idea. So basically, it's like a cheat sheet for adventures. If you're wanting to adventure, but you didn't come from a family that did that, and so you're nervous because you don't know how it would look. My goal is for you to feel comfortable saying, oh, I know what to expect showing up here. I know the places I would like to see based on their experiences, and use it as a cheat sheet for your itinerary.
Right. And what you need to like make it happen.
Yeah. And I really want to be very honest about like cost of things. So also what to plan for. That's very important. So that's
not just like outdoor things, because like we're
city people.
We love city people. We city life. Like we love going out to eat and like finding really awesome restaurants, coffee shops, stores. Local stores to that really do like a good job of like filling a niche in the community as far as like whether it be gear or whatever it is.
Gear, I definitely want to do, okay, so I'm a huge proponent for secondhand gear stores. So I think we're going to I would like to cover this area that we're in. Since we're currently here, I want to cover North Carolina and the places we explore from our point. Because there's a fair amount that we do around this area.
Yeah.
And there's some adventures, like really fun just day trip kind of stuff, but also where to get used gear, how to consign, how to try things out, and then like don't love it, you can either return it or that kind of stuff, because that's important too. You don't want to collect a bunch of gear you don't use. That's really frustrating. So used gear is the way to go for us. We have been doing that for a very long time. Very big fan of it. We pass things along when we're not using them. Just so that's kind of I feel like that's the vibe of our channel. The vibe of our channel is we're here for the adventure. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Rest is a big deal, so we're not gonna we don't pack our itineraries so full. We have a lot of rest time. We explore, we have fun, and I want to be able to share that. I also do a lot of cooking and baking, so expect to see how to eat well on the road. That's like one of my passions. I've done a lot of outdoor cooking. I really enjoy putting together a meal around a campfire. So if that's something you're interested in learning too, stay posted. I will definitely be showing tips and tricks for that.
Yeah. So if any of that appeals to you, definitely like and subscribe. Stay tuned. This is, this is just the beginning, and we're still currently here in North Carolina, so until the house sells, we'll probably be showcasing a few like local spots that we like to hit, and like Colette said, gear shops in the area that we recommend, and then also kind of just maybe like doing kind of a why we chose our rig, that kind of stuff in the meantime. But the main thing is, like, as soon as the house sells, we are going to be going down to Jekyll Island in Georgia.
That'll be our first adventure.
That will be our first kind of like, probably go there for about a week. I grew up there. I grew up going there a lot as a kid. My grandparents had a motorhome, and I was homeschooled, so like I went there probably at least once every summer, just like as a kid, and thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a great like place for families. It's a tiny little island, and there's one road onto it, and there's like a bike path that goes around the entire island that's paved. And there's one little campground, and it's just super cute, and just like a lot to do. There's tons of good food in the area, so good. We were like so excited to like get down there and do that. And then we're kind of up for whatever from that point.
We'll start building our trip.
We'll start kind of like figuring out where we're gonna hit. If there's any places that you guys are interested in, like basically from Georgia to Arizona, that's kind of our path. We may venture up into Colorado, may not. We have some friends who live up there that we might go visit, but so anything along in that area that you guys are like interested in, or like we're more than happy to, like, if it's kind of like on the way and you just don't know if it's worth going to, or the details of it, like we're happy to like check it out and do like a kind of a quick review of the place, the area, the trail, whatever it is.
Whatever you want to see.
Yep.
Tell us about it. We'll see if we can fit it into our itinerary.
Yeah. And
we'll be transparent with pricing. You want to know what it costs to eat the food we eat, shop the places we do, grab the gear we do. We're going to be pretty transparent with pricing. I think that's really big. That's a conversation that needs to happen, because I want y'all to be able to do it on any budget, and you can. You just have to make it work for you. So yeah.
So yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.